All right, Aquarius. This is going to be your reading. This is for Aquarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story. All right, so let's see what you guys most importantly need to know right now. So we got ultimatum number 37. Activates during emergencies and signals immediate action, trigger alerts, and prompts quick decision making, imposes an irrevocable choice with severe consequences. So somebody could be giving someone an I don't know if I said that word right, my bad, but somebody could be giving someone an ultimatum. This could be you giving someone an ultimatum, or somebody could be giving you an ultimatum. Somebody may feel pressure to make a decision or feel pressure to do something. And somebody could be passively giving someone an ultimatum, or, yeah. Because people can find like passive aggressive ways to push a person's buttons to make them do or act in the way they want them to. What else for Aquarius? Infidelity number 25. Manipulative social circles encourage betrayal. Social circles encourage infidelity and temptation surrounds you. Surrounded by temptation and struggles to stay loyal. So somebody could be giving somebody an ultimatum when it comes to their friendships and who they affiliate with. All right, maybe somebody here has a partner who doesn't have good friends, whose friends, they may cheat on their partners, and somebody's like, I don't want you to be friends with these people or with this person. Maybe somebody feels like, another person is a bad influence to their partner. And Aquarius does rule affiliations and friend groups and communities. So you or somebody may have a partner that's like, you can't hang around that person and be with me. One more. And we got deadline number 67. Focus on what can be done now and not what has been delayed. Break the cycle of procrastination with small steps. Thinks they're trapped in a procrastination cycle with no end in sight. Y'all could be giving somebody somebody could be getting ultimatum, a deadline. Somebody's time is running out with you. We got digital whisperer. I'm sorry for only focusing on the message we exchange, not the emotions behind them. I should have looked deeper into what you were really saying. Yeah, I feel like yeah. I don't really know how I feel about this, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel. Yeah. But we're gonna see. Let's just get into the reading. I feel like somebody's trying to buy time. They're procrastinating. Anyways, what's ultimatum for Aquarius? Maybe somebody doesn't want someone to hang around you or talk to you or be on good terms with you. That could be the case too. What's ultimatum? Okay, High Priestess. Like I said earlier, somebody could be passively giving someone an ultimatum. Somebody here could be like pulling strings behind the scenes, or, playing on somebody's subconscious, pushing somebody's buttons, but subconsciously, passively. Or somebody could be trying to do this to you or vice versa. Cancer, Pisces energy here. What's infidelity? The devil. Here we go. Capricorn energy. You or someone can have... Yeah, somebody's going to have to stand their ground. Seven of Wands here. Mars and Leo. Somebody's going to have to stand their ground. Somebody may have had a past of infidelity, cheating, lying. And then on top of that, this person may hang around people. Their social circle doesn't make it better. Buenos tardes, Arlen. Buenos, bueno, bueno or buena? Is it buena tardes or bueno? My bad. Anyways, the devil talks about binds, addictions, codependencies, toxicities. Bless you. So somebody here may have an issue with that. What's deadline? Somebody, you could be somebody's friend and somebody could be blaming you for why their partner is cheating. Or maybe, again, your partner or somebody has some friends around them who are not good influences. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys may have a deadline for work. Here, this may be a distraction to somebody's money or to somebody's, to whatever somebody here is trying to commit themselves to. Eight of Pentacles, this could be a deadline with school, work, a project. Or somebody has a deadline with you to fix something with you. Somebody doesn't have much time to be playing games and procrastinating and playing victim and telling you what you want to hear. Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Yeah, a lot of y'all is just, you don't want to hear it. It's either you're going to come with the results. You don't want to hear sorries. You don't want to hear the sorry ass excuses or whatever. You're not interested. You're unimpressed. And quite frankly, some of you guys are getting annoyed and you're losing interest. Ultimatum. What are you willing to do? I don't really care what you have to say. What are you willing to do? Yeah, somebody here is just sneaky. They're lying. They're deceptive. They overindulge. They're greedy. Yeah, the Empress here. Somebody here could be pregnant. Somebody could be like, okay, I'm pregnant, or I'm your wife, or I'm your girlfriend, I'm your fiance, or I'm your mother. So it's either me or it's them, or it's me or her, or me or him type thing. Taurus energy, Empress here. You or somebody can have Taurus or Libra in their chart. What's infidelity? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Somebody may just decide to walk away. If somebody's wife is trying to give them an ultimatum, somebody may choose their lover. The Lovers here, Gemini energy. This could be someone's husband. I feel like somebody here does not, somebody with the devil upright, somebody is not going to let go of their mistress or let go of whatever toxicity is getting in the way. The most they may do, they may act like they're working. When they see that somebody's not playing, they may act like they're committed for the time being, and they're going to go right back to doing what they've been doing. Simple as that. Eight of Cups here. Somebody may act like they're walking away from whatever they have this ultimatum with or about, but that's just to get things back on track. And when things get back on track, it's back to the bullshit. Deadline. Eight of Cups here. Saturn and Pisces. What's the deadline? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, Two of Cups. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. Somebody here can have like somebody pregnant at home. Somebody here could be married or in a long-term relationship, or they're working on building on something. Ten of Pentacles here, Mercury in Virgo, Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like somebody here is fake. I feel like somebody here wants to make it look like they're working or building, but really, What's this, High Priestess? Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, I feel like trying to give somebody an ultimatum isn't really going to do much, especially if you're in a weak position. Like if somebody here is pregnant or they're depending on this other person, giving them an ultimatum when you need somebody is not going to really work in your favor. I feel like somebody will gladly go to their third party. Somebody will gladly go and cheat. King of Cups in reverse is somebody having an affair with a married man. Somebody is manipulative, they're ruthless, they can even be a bit heartless. Somebody here, again, they can like to go out and drink with their friends. When somebody goes out and drinks, they take more risk, or they take careless risk here when they're out with their friends, out drinking, partying, doing whatever. So giving somebody an ultimatum, they will gladly go where they're happy at. They will gladly go with the person who will fulfill their fantasies. The Sun, the Page of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Chariot in reverse, especially because somebody here knows that, okay, he or she's giving me an ultimatum, but they ain't going nowhere. we're married, or she's pregnant again, we're on our second or third child, or we're engaged, or I know how much this person cares more about their image and more about having this 10 of Pentacles and looking like something more than my cheating or my infidelity or whatever toxicity somebody got going on. What's the Chariot in reverse? Yeah, the Hermit. Somebody here ain't, yeah, somebody's just Two of Pentacles. Somebody here knows that somebody goes back on their word. This could be an on again, off again thing. Somebody here could be looking at the pros and cons, like, well, is it worth it? You know, should I, I might as well just not say nothing. Yeah, it's like somebody here is being passive. Virgo here with the Hermit. Somebody's also hiding something. The Chariot, Cancerian energy. This could be a lack of direction. Something being blocked. Somebody's trying to coerce somebody into cheating or doing something behind the scenes. And they're doing this passively. What's the, somebody here could be weighing the options like, is this worth it? Is it not? What's the Hermit, Virgo? Yeah, the Seven of Swords. Somebody's being sneaky. I don't have to, it's, yeah, this is going to be a pretty quick reading, Aquarius. Yeah, the Seven of Swords is looking at this devil here. What's somebody hiding with the Seven of Swords, Moon and Aquarius? What are they being sneaky about? Yeah, the truth. Somebody is very avoidant. Somebody knows that they gonna cry, complain, give an ultimatum, but they're not going nowhere. Somebody's deceiving themselves. Somebody here knows the truth about somebody. They're not leaving. They may act like they are. They may pull away for a little bit, but this is a negative pattern on repeat here. Somebody is free to leave whenever they want to, but yet they choose to give. When you decide to give somebody an ultimatum, you're already telling that person that you're not serious about leaving. When you give somebody an ultimatum, that's you. Where's that Two of Pentacles? Damn. That's you basically giving somebody time to choose. When you give somebody an ultimatum, you're not ready to leave yet. You're not trying to leave. You're trying to still work on things and have them meet you halfway. It's a waste of time. Either you're gonna leave or you're just not, or just you're gonna just deal with it. Six of Swords here. I feel like somebody here could be ghosting somebody, being very avoidant. They may keep things more on the low, but they're not going to leave or stop doing what they're doing. Mercury and Aquarius here, Ace of Swords. Yeah. Somebody's going to keep on being sneaky. The Empress. This ain't going to be what somebody wants to hear. Yeah, this is going to make somebody really bitter. Queen of Swords here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, energy, Virgo. Somebody could be of September, Virgo, September, Libra. I feel like somebody's in denial. No, or they can't really be. Queen of Swords here. So this could be a mother figure, somebody's mother, a mother-in-law, somebody's wife, an ex-spouse, or somebody's girlfriend, whatever. Queen of Swords. But this could be y'all. Yeah, the Judgment. Somebody has a decision to make. A decision that's going to change the course of their life pretty much. Something that somebody, once you make the judgment call on something, you can't go back. Once a judgment like this is made, there's no going back. So somebody could be like, oh, I'm going to get a divorce, or we're going to break up, or whatever. Let me write something down. I feel like somebody's very well aware with that judgment. Yeah, somebody here is like, damn. So do I want to straddle the fence? Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Do I want to see what else is out there, or do I want to stay with this? Because there's going to be one person left with the kids, the baby, or whatever, while the other person is going to only have the kids on the weekends, and they're going to still get to do what they want to do. Judgment. Yeah, the Star here. Somebody needs to be real with themselves. Somebody just needs to be real with themselves. If you can get somebody here acts like they can't get past something, but they do every time. They ignore it every time. They act like it's not happening every time. This could be you, Aquarius, with the star here. Or this could be someone else. What's the star? Somebody may want someone's forgiveness. Somebody here could be wanting somebody to spare them some type of humility. They could want a second chance. Somebody here may even pour their heart out or have a lot to say or whatever this is. Star. Yeah, Five of Cups. Somebody is sorry. They're in regret. Whoop-de-doo. Somebody's always sorry about something, but they keep doing it. Yeah, somebody keeps putting somebody in third parties. Three of Swords. They keep lying. They keep cheating. They keep giving to other people. Five of Cups here, Mars and Scorpio. What's this about? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like somebody here is married, Hierophant, or in a commitment, or they're supposed to be, but they still go on dates. They still act like they're single. You would think, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. How was somebody the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles? Somebody may even decide just to move on, relocate, and divorce somebody. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody may end up being a single mother. Venus and Virgo. Yeah, somebody may just decide to be single, or somebody's acting that way. I don't know, somebody trying to get back at somebody. What's the Devil here? Yeah, the Two of Cups. This is what I'm saying. Like somebody, Venus and Cancer. What's the Two of Cups with the Devil? With infidelity? Yeah, the Fool. Somebody's going to gladly go to their mistress, man or woman. They're going to gladly go and deal with and leave themselves open to the person that they actually want to connect with, that they actually like and love. A lot of people are married to people that they don't even like. The person is just there to help them build and just to help have stability. Is someone there to bear their children? Is someone there to help them carry the load of life? What's the Fool here? Heavy Aquarius energy. What's the Fool? Yeah, the Eight of Wands. Somebody will gladly. The Lovers here. The Emperor. The Lover is Gemini energy. The Emperor is Aries. Somebody will gladly go with their other lover. Eight of Wands, Mercury and Sag. Somebody here could be traveling to see another person, or they travel and cheat, or somebody could be dealing with somebody at a distance. Somebody will gladly go call and text whoever. Eight of Wands. Y'all could be seeing 888. Gemini got 888. So you or somebody can have Gemini in their chart. What's the Eight of Wands? Yeah, Four of Cups. Somebody will gladly go entertain other options if they feel bored. Somebody here gets bored easily. Moon in Cancer. Somebody also could be leaving somebody on red. I feel like something happens all the time. Yeah, the Death card. Somebody may end up ending something and walking away or setting themselves free. But just to go back, I don't know, because I feel like something is very back and forth. I don't know if somebody here needs someone. Somebody here could be getting tempted. Somebody here could be like reaching out to somebody. Somebody here could be trying to ignore. They're trying to leave. Maybe they are trying to leave these bad habits or this addiction or these cheating or these ways behind them. But it's hard. Because somebody may have actually got attached to the person that they were cheating with. Or cheating. Yeah. Somebody may have actually got attached to whoever they were cheating with. With the Two of Cups upright, the Devil, that's a strong bond. You can't break that. You can't break that. Somebody could even be walking around the house mopey. You know, just, you know, body language says everything. What's the Four of Cups? Somebody could be feeling rejected, ignored. What's the Four of Cups? Somebody's calls ain't going through. Somebody may have tell somebody, oh, change your number, or we're going to move, relocate. We're going to do this, do that. Four of Cups. Yeah, the Eight of Swords in reverse. Jupiter and Gemini. Somebody could be trying to ignore. Yeah, I feel like somebody doesn't want to be wrapped up or doesn't want to be hooked on something or somebody, but they are. Eight of Cups. It is what it is. It sucks. That's why that cheating stuff, you got to be careful, because most people that are in relationships and married, they don't, one of them usually don't really like the person like that. They're just there because it makes sense. So when a person, you know, when people cheat, people get attached to their mistresses, men or women. You got that's why all that open marriage and that cheating and being okay as long as he or she comes home to me, it has consequences. I feel like somebody is always waiting for somebody to set themselves free from something. Somebody always has a backup. Somebody got to sleep with one eye open because Eight of Cups. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like whatever somebody's plan is for this ultimatum is not going to really go well. Because somebody may just say, you know what? Maybe I should leave. Maybe I should go. You know, it's just not going to, it ain't going to look too good. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Five of Swords. This ultimatum, this pettiness, something is not going to go in the way somebody thinks. Venus and Aquarius. Yeah, somebody definitely could be married or in a commitment. Yeah. Somebody may be torn. Yikes. Between something more traditional and something on the side or something that's non-conventional. What's the Five of Swords? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Moon and somebody will gladly take their resources. Somebody here could be dependent on somebody financially. Codependent. Somebody here there could even be financial abuse. Six of Pentacles here, Moon and Taurus. What is that? Yeah, Knight of Swords. Somebody will gladly go to this Nine of Pentacles, Empress, or single energy, or go live that life. I wouldn't give either you're gonna leave or just deal with this. I wouldn't give somebody like this an ultimatum. What's your slide? Hold on, Aquarius. Yeah, I wouldn't give someone like this an ultimatum. You either gonna leave, you either leave or you just, I guess, deal. Knight of Swords, Taurus, Gemini. Somebody could be born in May. This is not going to be a reading that a lot of people want to hear. Knight of Swords. Yeah, the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is going to be this is a losing battle. Somebody may win the somebody may win the battle but lose the war. I don't know. Six of Wands here, yeah. Moon and Sag. I feel like somebody, they come and go. This person could be stringing you along and they're in a relationship. They're already attached to somebody. That's why they leave you in red. That's why they keep you stuck in your head. That's why they're so in and out, hot and cold. That's why they're not really offering you nothing stable or solid because they're already in something. What's this Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, the Page of Wands in reverse. Something is predictable. Yeah, somebody, King of Cups in reverse. Somebody's ruthless, unavailable. Heart is not in it. Page of Wands in reverse. The Tower. Yeah, there's about to be a tower. Somebody, yeah, there's going to be some bad news. A tower. This may even be somebody's karma. Aries, Scorpio energy you or someone can have in their chart. What's the Tower? Yeah, somebody's going to end up losing a lot of money, losing something of value. Somebody could be a December Capricorn, December Sag. What's this Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the Ten of Wands in reverse. Somebody's going to end up losing a lot. Yes, somebody's gonna be let go. Something needs to be sacrificed with this Hangman here. Pisces. Ten of Wands here, Saturn and Sagittarius. The Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. You could be seeing 10-10. Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Somebody here is going to have to be trying to get back on their feet. Somebody here may even be unemployed. Somebody here, it's going to be a lot of karma that comes with this. Jupiter and Capricorn, a lot of back and forth. Somebody trying to manage and juggle something. What's the Two of Pentacles? Yeah, the King of Wands and the Moon in reverse. I feel like somebody goes back and somebody here about it's like somebody wants to do the right thing. They try to. Maybe somebody also could be religious. Somebody could have grew up religious. They could have grew up in the church, but those church kids be the worst people. Because they be some whores, man or woman. Sorry. Two of Pentacles. Somebody don't know what to do. They got a deadline with one thing, but it's hard for them to resist something or someone else. And then maybe somebody here likes the way somebody else looks, their body, or what they can do with their body, how they can move their body, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, listen, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody may be someone's wife or husband, but somebody else may know how to just do some things that somebody's wife or husband, boyfriend, girlfriend just can't do. It sucks, but you got some people that instead of waiting and marrying who they really want and who really satisfies them, they marry the safer option. They marry the safe bet, the safe choice, just for them to cheat and step out later. That's why I don't really believe in just making safe choices, because then you're going to always be like, oh, there has to be, you're not going to really be satisfied because it's not what and who you really want. I mean, yes, the person you marry or commit to should be someone that you feel safe with. But if you're not really attracted to somebody, you know deep down, like, okay, I'm settling, but they're a nice person. They're good to me. I know I can cheat on them and they're not going to leave me. They're going to be a good wife, a good mom, a good husband, a good father. And, when I travel or when I'm with my friends, I'm going to just, I'm going to do me every now and then or whenever. It's just like, that stuff always cashes up. Three of Wands, Aries sun. Somebody don't know what to do. Somebody's at a stalemate. Three of Wands. Yeah, somebody also could be missing and missing or watching somebody from their past. Someone that they have a familiar connection with, an ex of theirs. Somebody still is emotionally bound to an ex. And this could be causing conflict and drama in a marriage, in a relationship, a connection. People could be fighting. Somebody here could also be having an affair with someone at their workplace, someone that they went to school with or that they co-parent with or whatever this is. Six of Cups here, Scorpio sun. Y'all could be seeing 666. What's the Ten of Pentacles upright with the Page of Cups reverse? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like somebody's just pretentious. Yes, Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Somebody's doing something for show. With the Page of Cups in reverse, somebody's very conscious and obsessed with their image. So somebody may stay in something long term because it benefits their image and makes them look like they're doing something for the prestige of it, the title of it, the look, I'm a man of honor, a woman of honor. Yet, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Leo. Somebody could be born in August. The Emperor, yeah, the Empress and the Emperor. Somebody's gonna, maintain their title of the good husband, but deep down, Page of Cups in reverse, they don't really like where they're at, or the good boyfriend, the good whatever, the good father. But somebody also could have been abused. Trigger warning with that Page of Cups in reverse, or somebody's very promiscuous. If it's not that, somebody's very immature. I don't care if they're a husband, a wife, a father. I don't care if they're older, younger. Somebody's very immature. Somebody's getting just older, but they're in age, but they're not growing. The Emperor here, Aries. You or somebody here can have Aries in their chart. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Somebody going to still think with their penis and vagina. They're still going to be tempted. They don't care who they don't care if they're married. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Look how much stuff he got on him compared to her. Somebody here is selfish. Somebody chose somebody that doesn't require much just to go out and cheat with people that they feel is more on their level, attractive wise or whatever wise. The sexual wise or whatever. Ace of Wands. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Somebody is not an emperor. They're really a Knight of Wands. And you know what? Yeah. Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Somebody could be born in November. What's this Knight of Wands? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Somebody's still going to be chasing thrills, chasing new opportunities. Somebody still got love for somebody from their past, but maybe that it's over. Or somebody's, yeah, the King of Cups in reverse. Somebody's, yeah, whatever. What's this Ace of Cups? For those of you that are single and you're not married, make sure somebody that you're dealing with or that's coming towards you is not already married or partnered with someone or living with someone. Somebody could be presenting themselves as they're single, but they're not. Ace of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Be mindful of being in a third party, being in some type of competition. Be mindful of somebody swapping fluids. Somebody got somebody at home. So you may need to really just be mindful of who you're dealing with. Somebody, yeah. Somebody knows how to put on that charm. Three of Pentacles. This could be somebody that you meet at work, at the gym, at school, the supermarket, wherever. Seven of Cups here, Venus and Scorpio. Yeah, make sure whatever somebody's chasing or, you know, somebody here just is going to, somebody got shiny thing syndrome. Somebody here just committed to somebody because they feel like they were getting older. Time is running out. They're not getting any younger. So it's like, okay, let me just find someone to keep at home while I still do whatever I want and chase people that I actually have emotional feelings for. Whether it's somebody from their past or new people. But yeah, just make sure anybody you're dealing with is not coming here giving you some type of illusion. So I feel like the way somebody presents themselves is not who they really are. So either somebody is married or living or committed to someone like this, or this is who's coming towards y'all if you're single. So just be mindful. Chakra messages. Difficulty seeing the big picture. I feel like somebody's still stuck on the past. Somebody can't see the bigger picture. Somebody's more focused on what they lost rather than, or what they don't have rather than what they do have. Rather than what and who's in front of their face. What a nightmare of a man. I'm telling you, Arlen. Or a woman, because sometimes it could be women too, feeling insecure. Somebody got somebody at home feeling insecure, gaslighting them, making it seem like they're being paranoid when they know what they're doing. It's crazy. Lack of love and compassion. Somebody don't even care. They don't. Somebody's heartless. King of Cups in reverse. Somebody's like narcissistic. Something could have happened to somebody here. Lacks emotion. They lack empathy. They don't care. And whoever somebody has at home is very loving, very attentive. I feel like one person is honest and authentic. The other person clearly is not. Clearly. It's really sad. Difficulty seeing the big picture in life. Unclear mental fog. Yeah, somebody can't see past the history that they have with somebody. Everything that they've been through. Maybe somebody themselves experienced some type of abuse. So they hold on to, they become codependent on people. Maybe somebody is somebody's wife or husband, or they got a child or kids together, or they grew up in a church. They have certain family values, traditions, religious beliefs. You know, those things keep people bound. Feeling insecure. You're unable to concentrate. Somebody could barely concentrate at work. Somebody always wants to see somebody at their job, always wants to FaceTime, call somebody. Who wants to live like that? A person, you can't even work in peace. You can't study in peace. You can't even tend to your hobbies in peace or concentrate on anything because you're worrying about what somebody else is doing. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, worried mind. Somebody stays with a worried mind. And somebody can't even express themselves because if they express themselves, they're going to get gaslit. Somebody's going to get, they're going to get defensive. They're going to get a bad temper. What's lack of love and compassion? Yeah, and codependency. To be honest, I feel like both parties are doing something just for the image. I feel like this feminine energy wants to be validated. Like, yeah, somebody put a ring on it. I have a husband. I have a man that comes home to me. Y'all bitches are still single, or y'all don't have nobody, or you're divorced, or yada, yada, yada. But meanwhile, their boyfriend, husband, partner is doing X, Y, and Z. Somebody is lost in life, crown chakra. Something's supposed to be an awakening to empower somebody to be more self-sufficient in who they are, and it's just they become more codependent. It's really sad. And people be thinking, oh, I'm breaking generational curses by, you know, being married before kids or keeping my family together, only for it to be toxic and for you to be miserable. And then the root chakra forms while a child is being from conception through the age of 7. So you're pregnant, you're having kids while you're going through all of this with the person you have kids with. So your kids have to feel all of that while they're in your womb, if you're a woman. And if you're a man, your partner, your kids, you're putting your kids through that while they're inside your child, their mother's womb. So it's like people don't really think about these things. People don't really think ahead at all. They just think in the moment. People chase an illusion. They chase in a fantasy. They don't really live in reality. They lie to themselves, so it makes it easy for them to tolerate. It makes their choices justifiable. It's better than having that. It's better than going through that. Okay, cool. You don't have to. Okay, cool, fine. I guess. That's okay. I didn't have a dad growing up in the house. I didn't have my mom and parents. They were divorced, or my mom was a single mom. I don't want to be like that. Okay, you don't have to be like that, but don't be desperate. You ain't gotta be desperate either. You don't gotta repeat things that was traumatizing for you, but you don't gotta be desperate about it. Also. But anyways, this is your reading, Aquarius. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to y'all later. Somebody always gonna have options. It's crazy. Especially if this person is attractive, they get attention. I feel like both parties, one person chose somebody as like, yeah, my man look good, or my woman look good, or whatever, or they got this, they work here, they make this, they look like this is, you know, they got this status. And I'm not really seeing, it's a Queen of Cups. Yeah, I'm not, to be honest, I don't think this is about love for either people. So that could be why the woman in the situation don't really care about the cheating. Like, she may not like it. She don't want to know about it. She don't want it to be thrown in her face. But at the same time, it's like she knows who she's with. This reminds me of Rashida and Kirk. I don't know why they've been coming up a lot. This reminds me of Kirk and Rashida, because Kirk is an Aquarius. Okay, this reminds me of Kirk and Rashida. I'm sorry. Somebody's just here for the lifestyle. The other person is just here for, you know, I'm a man, so this is what men do. Or I'm a woman. You know, to be a real woman, you got to have kids and be married. Some people tie the identity of genders as to marriage and kids. So anyways, this is your reading. I don't know why somebody act like they're going to walk away. And no, you ain't going nowhere. Anyways, just like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Whew.